Okay, now we are live, right? Are we? We'll find out. Oh, yeah, I'm live now. Okay. See, I thought I was live. I wasn't live. Okay, we have the link. I have the link. The link is had. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Oh shit, Kosuke. Kosuke just told me that Eddie Kingston is making his GCW debut at the Hammerstein show, which, by the way, me and Kosuke are going to the GCW New York City Hammerstein show. What's up, Smiles? Smiles Bundy in the chat again. What's up, my guy? Thank you for joining me for the other panel, by the way, Smiles. I enjoyed having you on the show. Always good to see fresh new talent in the underground coming through, showing some love. But yeah, he just told me Eddie Kingston making his debut and Leo Rush announced as well. I think I saw Alex Colon, uh, Kosuke marking out over Alex Colon being up on that bitch too. So yeah, January question mark. I forget which date, but the Hammerstein ballroom GCW show. Me and Kosuke going to be up in that bitch. So yeah, first GCW live in person show. So I'm super excited about that. Oh yeah, I was doing link shit. Okay, let me finish that. Sending links over. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's see, who's that dude? I'm trying to get this dude who had a theory on Twitter about Mark Zuckerberg and ICP. I'm sending him the link right now. Yeah. We'll see who else pops up on this bitch. I got a few things to talk about in the meantime. Shit, did I send that to Whoopconda? I'm gonna make sure I sent that to Whoopconda. I sent that to Whoopconda. It says he saw it. All right. Um. Oh, you trained as a worker. Smiles. That's dope. Did you? So have you worked matches and shit? The homie Kosuke low key is interested in starting to work some matches. Let me respond to him by the way. That's fresh. I saw they announced Alex come to yeah. Um I think that was all the links I wanted to send out for now. So yeah, how's everybody doing this evening? It's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving or Turkey Day or whatever. I know a lot of you don't celebrate Thanksgiving because of obvious reasons with the Native Americans and the asshole Europeans coming over here and fucking people up. But I definitely stand with that cause. Fuck the Europeans. But what are you gonna do? Motherfuckers be celebrating Thanksgiving. Nothing really I can do to avoid it. Motherfucking had some turkey with my wife's parents today. Yeah, I fucked up some mashed potatoes. That was dope. Happy Genocide Day, as Wakanda just said in the chat. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna open this bitch up in a little bit. I want to get Wakanda on here for sure. What do I gotta do to do that? Oh, that's how I do that. Okay. Smile said just before COVID. Chaotic neutral in the fucking chat. Good to see you finally showing up for a stream. Chaotic. Shouts out to Chaotic Neutral. Came out to the Putney show. I'm going to talk about the Putney show in a little bit. Yeah, let me talk about some of my bullshit. Let me get some of the stuff out of the way that I want to get off solo, if you will, before we get too deep into some of this group discussion stuff. I got stuff I want to talk in a group sense, but I'm going to tell you guys about this Putney show that I did first. Oh yeah, let me. I got a bunch of cool shit I want to show you guys too. Shouts out to the homie Andrew Vaughn. I think that's your last name, right? Andrew Vaughn. Shit, I'm gonna have to check that when we show you the stuff that Andrew sent me. Andrew sent me a very fresh, rare Ouija Mac thing. When I get to I got some cool Ouija Mac shit I want to talk about that I discovered. So we're gonna talk about this. Whoop whoop to Lil Taffy in the chat. Yes, we got some homies in the chat tonight. But before I get too deep into my notes, I want to share with you the fact that I'm going to be trying Faygo Grape for the first time this evening. So we're going to try this butch for the first time. If you guys don't know, when I went to Camp Zool in Ohio, I grabbed a bunch of Faygo at a convenience store. That is a grape soda. Very grapey. But yeah, I grabbed a whole shitload of flavors of Faygo, a bunch of stuff that I had never tried before. What did I do with my phone? There's my phone. Okay. Shouts out to Chaotic Neutral. He's conscious, he says. He's awake. So, the Putney Show. I did a turkey drive, little rap show in Putney, Vermont this past Monday. And it was free if you gave away a turkey or a non-perishable food item. There's a good amount of people that showed up for this this show. If you guys didn't watch the one that I talked about, this was the Howlin' Mouse venue, the record store venue in Putney, Vermont. That was am I saying Rutland? Yes, I keep saying Putney. Fuck, you're right. So thank you, Chaotic Neutral. Goddamn, why do I keep saying Putney? Rutland, Vermont. So yes, the Howlin' Mouse, and great sound system up in there. Again, my man Elijah was running sound. It was me and Conflict, a fella named Joe Grits, and there was a group named Press Lords that was supposed to show up that didn't show up. And shit, we had some other fellas show up sort of on the rando tip. My homie, shouts out to Rob Secure. Oh, and first of all, let me give big ups to my homie Koske, who came out with me for this show. We performed a little duel set. Let's see. Rob Secure was in the house and Mavstar was in the house. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Am I forgetting someone, Chaotic? Why do I feel like I'm forgetting someone? I think I said everyone, but yeah, I feel like I'm spacing someone. So it was a good little turnout. Green Mountain Boys. Thank you. I knew I was forgetting someone. The Green Mountain Boys. So yeah, good little fucking turnout. They had Babes Bar from Bethel, Vermont, up in the building serving drinks this time, which I think helped with the turnout. There was more than just Chaotic Neutral up in the house this time. Yeah, so that was fresh. Doing some rap shit for a good cause. Me and Kosuke killed that shit, as we just straight up just do at this point. That was a lot of fun. We did a thing where we did a Humble Among song, then we did a Kosuke song, then we did a Humble Among song, then we did a Kosuke song, and then we closed out with 2 songs that we have on each other's projects. We did All Day, which is off of Halloween Tape 4, and then we did Homicide, which is off of his project, The Astral. So go check out my homie Kosuke's project, The Astral. By the way, he's got such interesting styles and flows. His shit is on streaming services as well. Shouts out to my homie Kosuke. Then after that, they had, geez, my memory's such shit. Was it Green? No, Green Mountain Boys was trying to get their hard drive situation situated. Oh, and Chaotic Neutral got a bunch of video. He just said he started editing today, no work tomorrow, so I'll be doing that most of the day. Should be on my YouTube channel this weekend. So yeah, give Chaotic Neutral a subscribe there. Go check out his YouTube. I believe he's got some other Humble Among YouTube live footage and shit up on that shit from the not Lethal Weekend, the Ouija Max show that we did in October, and the other Howlin' Mouse show. I believe he's got footage from both of those shizzes, and also a lot of other dope footage from that whole show. I think he's basically got that whole show videotaped. So yeah, check him out, give him a subscribe and shit. Shouts out to the No Haters podcast. That's his podcast. Give him a sub. Chaotic Neutral, man. Shouts out you, man. You're fucking 3 Humble Among shows deep in a month, like we were talking about. Let's see here. So the Putney show. After me and Kosuke killed shit, they had Mavstar go on stage. That's right. Mavstar was in the building. I turned around and Mavstar was standing on stage, and I was like, "Oh shit, what's up, Mavstar?" Shouts out to Mavstar coming out and rapping. I know it's a bit of a trek for him to come out, but yeah, it was an open mic type of setup, so any MCs could really come through and rip some shit, and a couple did, which was really cool to see. So yeah, Mavstar did his thing. We smoked a blunt in my car real quick, came back and caught the end of Mavstar's set. Um, then after that, I believe Conflict went on, or is it still we were waiting for Green Mountain Boys? I think it was Conflict went on and then Green Mountain Boys went on. I'm kind of getting my timeline confused. Green Mountain Boys once again was had some sort of technical difficulty. They ended up eventually pulling 3 songs off to do for themselves. Then I know Joe Grits went on. I think it was maybe after Conflict. Joe Grits went on, and then Rob Secure closed out the night. Yeah, and then I had to drive back home because I had to work in the morning. Didn't get back home till 12:30, almost 1 in the morning. Yeah, really good fucking time. Shouts out to everybody who was there for a good cause. I like doing shit like that, man. So yeah, if you have like a charitable type of cause, I'm performing for shows for free anyway, so I might as well do it for a good cause. You know what I mean? Um, oh, let me talk about this real quick. So Scum, the horrorcore artist Scum, has a contest going right now for a song called Respect. That is a collaboration contest, if you will. 72 rappers entered this contest, including myself. So the way he's doing this voting is very strange to me a little bit, but he's doing sort of rounds of 11, I believe. I think the third round is coming out tomorrow. So if you would like to vote for Humble Among, I'm in that third round. So go onto the Facebook post, Scum's Facebook. He's going to be doing a live reaction and dropping the links to each YouTube upload in the comments. You have to like that comment. That's the Humble Among video. I know, kind of complicated and antiquated way to do that, but that's the way they're doing it. Yeah, give my verse a like. Maybe I go forward in that contest. I know there's a good amount of crossover between my fans and LSP, so I think that would be it would be a good look for me to be on the Scum track. That's why I did the verse. And shouts out Scum, by the way, and LSP. I got some homies up on LSP and shit. So shouts out fucking LSP. Shouts out Darby and motherfucking Hex Rated. And you guys know what's up. Let's see. Black Friday. Tomorrow is Black Friday. I gotta go and do an eye exam. I'm probably gonna do some grocery shopping. Not really gonna be doing any of the typical Black Friday running around in stores trying to get a bunch of deals and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, Black Friday, yay. Not that excited about it. I had to do an eye exam, and Black Friday was one of the only days open for me to get this shit done. Yeah, I have gotten a couple of deals online though, so shouts out to Deals Online. Um, was low key kind of trying to get a fucking console. I was talking to Koski about this, about wanting to get the new Xbox Boy, but wanting to get that disc in. Koski was saying them shits are going for like over a fucking grand on eBay, man. I'm trying to get fucking a deal, trying to get a bundle deal, but I'm probably not going to be able to get that shit for a few years now. So that sucks. But you know what? I was also talking to Kosuke about this. You don't really need it. Yeah, you can do so much of this video gaming stuff on an Xbox One, and I still got my Xbox One and my PlayStation 4. So, um, let's see. We can talk some more about Black Friday shit in the panel. So let me, yeah, some of the stuff I want to do bring into the panel. So, mm, Let's see. Pretty ugly. Oh, I guess I'm gonna just start bringing in the panel. I'm gonna drop the link now. You guys can join me. Oh, I did see Be Real on Steve-O. That did get kind of clipped out of the Steve-O podcast. Be Real talking about ICP and the time that ICP wanted to beat up Steve-O, but Be Real was kind of chilling with him and prevented Steve-O getting his fucking ass beat. Yes. Yeah, I think a lot of this other stuff we can talk in the panel. So let's see if anyone else would like to join me. Otherwise, I'll just continue talking about this shit. The Kid Rock video, you know, we might do a little bit of reaction shit if I can figure out how to do a screen sharing gimmick. Let's see. Yeah, we might do some reaction stuff here. Whoop. Do you know how long I've been trying to get this?
It's happening. We did it.
Dude, it's so nice to see you again, my friend.
It's good to see you. What it do, Clown Shoe?
Man, it's just another day in good old Vermont.
Vermont. It's like the North Tennessee, right?
Yeah, basically. We were talking about it. At the gathering, I think you were showing me some pictures of your neighborhood, and it did look very similar to some of the Vermont type neighborhoods. Very.
I remember that. It was like, show me pictures of your hood. Does it look like mine? I remember that.
And we were talking about the camping, the camping element of both of our locations.
Yeah. Because when you go to the gathering, like nobody's like fucking used to camping, so you see that very quickly.
Yeah, facts. I mean, you guys go camping on the regular, basically. You were telling me, right?
Oh yeah, every time the season changes, we go camping.
That's fresh, man. See, we're big fans of camping over here too, but we kind of glamp a little bit. Full confession, we do kind of cabin.
You got a camper and shit.
Well, not a camper. We'll get these little cabin gimmicks. They have these relatively cheap kind of cabin setups going on in Vermont at the state.
One fucking gathering, your ass is camping at the grounds. God damn it!
Oh my god, you're gonna
got to
do that.
I ain't forcing you, but like, please.
I did it in 2019, man. I've been there. I have been there.
And you had a great time.
I was drinking, so I thought I was having a good time, but I had a better time.
Shit, fair enough.
This past year being sober, man, because I got
so no, I feel you. I've done every drug known to man, and sobriety is a hell of a drug.
Hey, don't rat on yourself like that.
I just meant like I'm old.
We're all old here, man. We're juggalos. We're all, half of us are old as fuck. At least half of us are old as fuck.
You like my Thanksgiving shirt?
Oh, you're rocking one too? Hold up.
Yeah, Homeland Security.
Oh, yes, dude. Yes, I know.
I always wear that bitch.
In high school, I had a couple of native homies, and one of them definitely had a version of that shirt for sure.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. So, you got a cannon?
Little baby cannon.
Baby cannon.
Yeah, little baby cannon, little cigarillos. I always feel so ashamed. I think I said this at the gathering. I always feel so ashamed smoking cigarillos because that one Ouija song where he's like, "I don't smoke cigarillos," and I'm like, "Fuck." I fucking smoke cigarillos. God damn it.
If we did all that to all the lyrics, we'd all be fucked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear that. So Wakanda, paranormal and the Dark Carnival. Was there some stories that you had involving any weird shit? Because you're a fucking gathering vet, low key. Like, we were talking a bit, obviously, at the gathering about how many fucking gatherings you have been to, and just some of your experiences at the gathering. you've seen firsthand some legendary fucking gathering moments that people fucking talk about, like the Tila Tequila thing, obviously, and many other thing. And by the way, I want to talk to you about your take on the Tila Tequila thing, because I thought your take on that was really fucking interesting and refreshing. So actually, could you just tell me about that before we go too far and I forget.
All right. The Tila Tequila thing that happened on like second stage, and that was in Scrub Central, and that was like right by our fucking camp. So like we was out partying and shit, and then we were like going to camp, and then we walked by and was like, oh shit, that Tila Tequila bitch is playing, and then like everybody's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck her up, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like this mob mentality of people throwing rocks and like literal shit, and it was like, fucking top that someone, I'm gonna fuck this person up. I was like, damn, that poor bitch on stage. I didn't even know who the fuck she was, honestly. Like I never heard her music or nothing.
The way you said it to me at the gathering, I thought it was so cool. You said like that was like one of the only times I was like truly ashamed of my family. Was the way you said it at the gathering.
Well, I mean, like people just like when you see 20 motherfuckers ganging up on one bitch, that ain't fucking cool. Yeah. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, it's like your champion versus our champion trial by combat. If anything, like it doesn't have to be 20 motherfuckers throwing rocks and shit. Right. Granted, I did hit the Yin Yang twins in the head with a rock once.
So guilty as charged.
Yeah. I'm just like everybody else. I'll get sucked into some bullshit for sure.
Word. But
so stay away from the bullshit is the point.
I mean, motherfuckers are gonna throw shit. It is, you know, I'm not anti throwing shit by any means, but maybe don't throw rocks and fireworks. Like those are the things maybe you shouldn't throw.
Right.
I don't know. Motherfuckers are gonna throw shit no matter what happens, though.
And especially if you tell them not to, then they're especially gonna throw shit.
They're gonna want to throw more shit. So the paranormal aspect of this whole dark carnival thing, I talked about a little bit on the last stream. Have you had any weird, like, you know, experiences, any UFO sightings, any ghost experiences, any just weird shit that ever happened to you? Doesn't have to necessarily be dark carnival related, I guess. I'm trying to force that to happen.
Well, the synchronicities thing was fucking definitely on fucking point this year, the most out of all of them.
So many of them end up happening when it's not even just.
It's like I need a can opener, and a can opener just flies through the air and lands at your feet.
Yeah, it's that thing people say the carnival provides, that whole thing. I saw someone kind of talking today about the carnival provides aspect of it.
Well, it does. It's kind of like squeaky wheel gets the oil, quiet mouse don't get fed. It's like if you're loud enough and there's enough like-minded individuals around, we're gonna solve that shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's going to be able to solve something. I remember my homie passed out while he was waiting in line, and my car died, and we ended up locking the keys in the car at the same time. And Too Tough Tony I was just yelling at everybody, and Too Tough Tony stopped and got a motherfucker with a Slim Jim kit and got the shit and like fucking just hooked me all up, dude. It was fresh. So just be loud about your problems. That's what it boils down to.
That timing. But yeah, like you said, be loud about it. The squeaky wheel, because you were being vocal about it. Someone around just so happened though, to be able to help you.
And juggalos are so fucking creative and fucking so it's almost like jail. Like they're gonna solve it somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna figure out a way.
Yeah,
it's like the most ingenuitive people
gathering. You know, like.
Everybody's so talented and skillful, and I don't know.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things, man, is the talents, the different side hustles. That's what I keep calling it, like, because it feels like little side hustles at the gathering that people have. I just love that shit. It's so fresh to me.
And it's back.
So yeah, I'm gonna talk a little bit about some other things here that I had in my notes. First of all, have you seen this Kid Rock video that people are?
No.
There's apparently a new Kid Rock video that it's just so corny that like motherfuckers said it was like, is this Weird Al? And like people were like tweeting Weird Al so much.
Dude, he's been corny ever since he went country like a motherfucker. He was corny when he was the American Badass, but it was like funny corny.
But I mean, I guess this is a new level of like corny. So I low key, I might wanna watch that at some point here. Let's see. Danny Brown. I saw that Danny Brown performed in Detroit last night, and
yeah,
he fucking kind of did the same thing that he did at
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Yeah, he was. So I'm gonna read this post. I saw someone post about this in one of the Juggalo fucking Facebook pages. Watching Danny Brown bomb at the Russell Industrial Center. He did exactly what he did at the Gathering, not finishing his songs, forgetting his lyrics. Literally 3 or 4 songs in a row he cut off during the first verse. It was a disaster.
That motherfucker back on drugs.
Yeah, dude, that doesn't sound good to me. I'm really it makes me sad, man. I hope Danny's okay. Then I asked, like, is there any more details? Because this was like, I saw this, like, you know, this was like the night before. The dude was like at the show making this post, I guess. And so I was like, yo, is there any more details? And he actually responded to me and said, I think he was just a little too drunk. He didn't get booed off stage, but he did end the show early and apologize to the audience. People seemed disappointed but understanding. So shouts out to Danny Brown, man. I hope you're okay, homie. I'm still a big fucking Danny Brown fan, honestly, even after the bullshit at the Gathering.
He's obviously going through some shit. You know,
man, I hope he's okay. COVID fucked with a lot of people.
It changed the world, man.
Yeah, I was talking a little bit about this at Thanksgiving dinner. But yeah, it's unfortunate. I just hope Danny's okay.
Yeah, me too.
Speaking of health, Zitro said he has or had COVID, but he's good now. So shouts out to Zitro, getting healthy from COVID. Fucking Rude Boy that has a book coming out. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think it's like My Life in the Funhouse.
Yeah,
by Mike Shepard from Rox TV. Shouts out to Mike Shepard. He did a Humble Among interview / news story for Rox TV last year.
Hell yeah.
He also did the Project Born book that just came out. So yeah, I might actually check out that Rude Boy book. I still have to get
for sure.
Fucking Tom Dub book though. I have the fucking Tom Dub in my stack of books. So eventually I have to get through some other Juggalo literature, if you will.
I mean, that's cool. I've never read a book. Remember?
That's right. About that. No,
never read one single book.
And I was definitely recommending Behind the Paint to you, I believe, after we talked about that.
Yeah,
because obvious reasons. But
my homie read that shit and told me all about it, so it was like kind of watching the movie, but an audiobook.
Speaking of which, you should actually just listen to the audiobook. The audiobook version is so much fresher because he's just adding, he's violent.
Oh, he does the shit.
Tangents. Yeah, he does his own audio.
Oh shit, that's fresh.
Great. And it's like he recorded it in like 2014 or 15 or something, like during tour or some shit. So he's just like catching you up with some extra shit like that has happened since then. Like it's pretty fucking fresh, man.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, you don't even have to read it. You can just listen to it. But shit, man. So I don't know how big of a Ouija Mac fan you are.
Huge Ouija Mac fan.
Hell yeah.
Huge Ouija Mac fan.
So I found out some interesting shit about Ouija's past. I actually found out the name. So everyone knows about Swagtooth, right?
Yeah.
That was before Ouija Mac, his group with Choir Boy Dank.
The greatest name. I was like, who's that other dude in Swagtooth? And I found out his name. I was like, what?
Choir Boy Dank. You like that?
Yeah.
Name, huh?
That's fucking weird, man. I like it though. I like the weird.
Me too. So I found out before that he had another rap gimmick, and I found a song on YouTube. There's only one song I can fucking find of this other rap gimmick, but he used to go by a name Left Ginsburg, which is interesting. And he kind of did more like rap type of shit. Like he's rapping about being like he's rapping about rapping type of shit.
What the fuck, dude?
Pretty fucking crazy. But he's got a couple,
Well,
from what I can do from Googling around, he's got at least 2, maybe 3 mixtapes he put out under this Left Ginsburg persona.
them motherfuckers always been busy. Jesus.
Dude, and this is from
Always evolving.
This is 2009, 2010 era. Like
Yeah.
it looks like he changed his name in 2011 from some of the Googling around and shit that I did after finding out about this on Facebook. Shouts out the motherfuckers on Facebook, just be dropping little knowledge gems. I also
We're all
found out
connected.
that around
We never forget.
that time, even before he started rapping as Left Ginsburg, he was doing spoken word under his real name. And he apparently has a fucking spoken word poetry book, like
What?
released under his real name. And shout out
Oh
to the
shit.
homie Mike Wood on Facebook. Mike Wood apparently has some sort of source on this poetry book, and he's getting a couple of them. I'm hoping I can score a fucking copy of Ouija Mac's old poetry book. And maybe guys, some old Ouija Mac poetry, that might be fresh as fuck.
That would be fresh as fuck.
But I was just geeked because I like finding out about like little, past shit. This is like Ouija Mac's inner city posse or something,
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I mean, he's still a fucking poet. It's just different manifestations of it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is something else I've always like Ouija Mac definitely has a little bit of like an emo nerd rap background, because he's got God Loves Ugly on his fucking collarbone there on his chest. And that's like an atmosphere thing. That's like some fucking Midwest emo rap shit. So I've always wanted to ask Ouija about his emo underground rap past, because he clearly was into some of that like atmosphere, probably like Def Jux like style of fucking rap shit, which is some of the shit that I used to fuck with back in the day too. So
you gotta have some feelings like that to just keep fucking coming out with fucking content like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have some shit you've been through, some shit you going through, to just have that endless well of fucking bangers that he keeps coming out with.
Because he definitely has like those more emo songs, like for sure.
Oh, for sure. Well, emo is short for emotion, and music is what emotion sounds like. So music is emotion.
All emotion, different emotions. So
fair enough.
While we're talking about Ouija Mac, I want to show off this shit that the homie Andrew Vaughn sent me. So this is a copy of Ouija Mac's Trash Fire, right? So motherfuckers were freaking out. Did you hear about the Pretty Ugly mispressing that happened, where copies of Pretty Ugly got pressed with CDs with the audio of
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that shit.
So he was selling those, actually. He was actually flipping those on some like rare collectible shit.
Yeah, some people were like, yeah, can I get the Jerry Garcia one?
I think I have something even rarer here that I want to show you real quick.
Go on.
The homie Andrew posted about this. Hold on, the insert's falling out. The homie Andrew posted about this on Psychopathic Museum, or one of those collector fucking Facebook pages. And I thought this was so weird. I was gonna do a trade with him for some horrorcore CDs, but he just ended up sending this shit to me. So shouts out to Andrew. So back in the day, this is the original pressing, if you will, of Trash Fire. So back in the day when he was first doing this, he was just
like a recorded CD writing this shit on there.
Yeah. So
fresh.
That's pretty dope, right? But here's the funny thing about it. He wrote on both.
Whoa! What the fuck, dude? Oh man, you gotta show that motherfucker that shit.
That makes that CD not playable. Not playable.
Yeah. Like, you owe me a CD, motherfucker.
Which I think Andrew said he told Ouija about it, and Ouija was gonna make it right, but Andrew just ended up keeping it, type of shit or something.
Yeah, it's more rare.
I want that. I'm like,
it's like a golden ticket to kick it with Ouija, though. You know, it's like, yo, dog,
get him to autograph
what's up?
I almost want to get him to autograph, because the other one doesn't have it on both sides. So,
well, I mean, you still get to keep that one. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh yeah, but I'm gonna keep this one, but make it right, please.
I just think that's so fresh, because it's a botch. You know what I mean? And I love that. Well, I just want to show off the homie Andrew sent some fresh Humble Among artwork. Andrew does artwork as well. I just want to show this shit off. This shit.
Fuck yeah.
Of this fucking it comes through.
Yeah. That's fresh.
Yeah, I thought that
Let's
one
make a
was.
T-shirt with that on there.
Yeah, man, I low key might do something with that because that one's very
That's pretty
very.
good.
Yeah, he kind of does some like.
You
He's
got your own font now.
got some. You can see these. He sent me a few of these boys. Basically all these say humble.
Oh, that's fresh.
In different forms and pens and colors.
Hell
I
yeah.
wanted to show these off because Andrew spent the time to fucking.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit, so I wanted to show all of them off. So shouts out to Andrew for that, man, because that is such a fucking cool, weird collectible, and that's the kind of weird juggalo shit I like to collect.
Hell yeah. You're either art or an artist. Very seldom are you both, and I think juggalos are a lot of both. You know what I'm saying?
There's definitely a high percentage of goddamn artists in this community, and I think that's so dope. You know what I mean?
It's the most I've ever seen anywhere. Like it's insane.
Whether it be, and that's not just music. It's all kinds of. It's
it's
drawing,
everything.
painting,
there was Amish motherfuckers there this year. Yeah, I bet they had some juggalo cheese or some shit.
I don't know how Amish those ladies. You talking about the ladies?
Yeah, dude.
I went up and talked to them. By the way, I don't.
Think they were fun.
They have they have a fun gimmick though. Under their aprons,
right.
They had dicks that were.
Oh yeah, no, I seen it.
Yo, you seen
I seen it. You can't unsee it once that shit happens. It's like whoa.
It's such a fun surprise though, because you can't. There's no sign of it until the skirt goes up, if you will.
Dude, the Gathering is the only place left on the planet where you can be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere else, you can see shit coming. You know,
especially when you're slightly jaded, like some of us.
Oh, definitely, definitely, slightly.
So, I want to talk about this. I posted about this on Facebook and Instagram and shit. It's Thanksgiving, so motherfuckers be obviously wishing Thanksgiving to people on their social medias and whatnot. And the Insane Clown Posse did a little posting earlier today that was, Happy Thanksgiving from Psychopathic Records. And, nice little basic fucking font type of thing over some leaves. And I saw it way earlier in the day, like before I even ate or anything. And, I ate my food, took a little nap ski, you know what I mean? Got up, was on the old Instagram, and then I saw Twisted did and I'm not trying to shit on Twisted anymore. I said that on a stream a couple of times now. But this shit is fucking crazy, man. Twisted did another, and it's not the fact that it's just Happy Thanksgiving from Twisted. It is like, I think maybe the same picture of the same leaves.
Yeah, it's almost fucking comical at this point.
And I'm like, come on, dude. Like it'd be one, and it's probably coincidental, and I'm probably blowing it a little bit out of proportion.
Yeah. It's like there was only two backgrounds we could have chose from.
I saw so many Happy Thanksgiving messages today, and these were the only two that I noticed that I was like, wait, why is that so similar? Oh, because it's Twisted doing the ICP. Like why?
ABK should do ABK should do a Thanksgiving album where he kills the pilgrims.
Hey, that's a good fucking pitch, man. On some on some fuckbook shit.
Has Thanksgiving been taken yet?
It is a horror movie. Thanksgiving is a horror movie. But I don't know if it's a fucking horrorcore project.
They need a soundtrack for a sequel.
I mean, ABK should do that shit. I think that's a really good pitch, honestly.
It is
fucking awesome.
And it's right between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and those things have been taken. So it's a good idea.
Hey, do that shit. Do it. Do a Thanksgiving mixtape. That's fresh. You got a whole year to do it. Start now. So ICP's Santa's a Fat Bitch show, which I think I don't know if this is a full Ballas rebrand or what.
What is this, like RIP Ballas? What's happening?
Ballas Presents, I think, or some shit.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I think it's Ballas Presents the first annual Santa's a Fat Bitch show is how like the full gimmick is rolling out.
It's rebranded.
That shit, yeah, rebrand. It feels like a rebrand to me, or a reboot, something.
Yeah.
But $125 tickets. They are up on Psychopathic Vault right now. You can go buy them.
How big is Harpo's?
I have no idea. But there doesn't seem to be a cap on tickets this time. They didn't announce a cap.
Right.
So, and they're still up. The tickets are. I checked right before coming on stream. They are still up for sale. So I'm
Or
not going.
like a bunch of people pissed because it was on like actual Christmas or some shit.
That's what it seems, man. It seems like a lot of people aren't going because of the fact that it is on Christmas Day. I'm not going.
Was Ballas on Christmas?
I think last year it was what, Christmas
It was
Eve.
like before.
I feel like it was Christmas Eve last year.
Yeah.
I have to look.
Seems like it was like a different time, like the weekend before or something.
It usually is not exactly on Christmas Day, though. It's usually the 23rd, the 22nd, kind of in that general area a few days before.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going because, I'm trying to save some fucking money. I've been going to these events and spending
Yeah. How many coins you got, dog?
I have all three. I do have all three.
Jesus, you got a Dell's worth of coins?
You want to see them? I'll show you them.
Let's see them coins.
Haven't brought them out on stream in a while, so might as well show them off. Here's the purple bag boy.
That's the one I got.
The red
Don't got
boy,
that shit.
and then the redneck boy, the burlap boy.
Burlap boy.
Yeah, the West Virginia boy. Now, I'm definitely going to be trying to get the other coins. I'm trying to go to those shows for sure.
Is Christmas one?
No, they didn't announce it as one. Maybe they changed their minds though. New Mexico is supposed to be the next one. The whole 80s rock gimmick that they were doing.
There's a lot of juggalos in New Mexico. Yeah, I know that.
505, right?
Yeah, like they are thick at the gathering and they throw it the fuck down.
Yeah, I got a homie, Mike. Shouts out to my homie Michael, who used to do my music videos. He stays out there, so I'm gonna be trying to go out there and get a whole bunch of music video shit done and see the clowns. And
dude, that would be fresh.
Yeah, man.
Two birds stoned at once.
Yeah, two birds stoned at once. You already know. Shouts out to Rick. Oh fuck, where was I going with that? Oh, so they did announce on Violent J was on DJ Clay last week, and they did announce
Twitch or whatever.
Yeah, they did announce that both of those Ultra Live 5 shows will be happening next year. But he didn't say which, what gimmicks that they're doing. I'm hoping they're doing the same New Mexico thing and the same Juggalo Island thing, which I gotta get my fucking passport for the Juggalo Island.
There's gonna be 5 people with an ID card.
Dude, like, are they doing a cruise? Like, I think they originally pitched a fucking cruise for that shit. So that would be interesting to see if a Juggalo cruise, like, that's gonna be very interesting.
I got a bunch of friends that are like, yo, we just went on a cruise, like, you should do it, it's fucking fresh. And I'm like, bitch, I ain't got that money.
Yeah, I mean, a Juggalo cruise though, it might be
more affordable. Right? It's like a fucking paddle boat, like big as hell.
It's got like fucking, it's all patched up with like
look like it made the Lost Boys made it to fight pirates.
Oh man. So they're doing those shows, but they said that they're basically touring Europe, or Violent J, I should say, said that they're basically going to be touring Europe and Australia and maybe Canada, I think, too, next year. And
yeah, aren't they doing that shit first and then America last?
They're not doing the USA stuff until 2023, I guess. So the farewell tour is going to be quite stretched out. They're definitely going to stretch out that farewell tour to be a 2.
Well, they want to do like Kiss. They want to have like 3 farewell tours.
Yeah, they're going to do that shit too, because if you watch that Clay stream, Jay looks fucking great, man. He's clearly healthy. He's sharp, physical shit. Like, they were doing a whole gimmick where they punching some fucking piñata, and Jay was exerting himself, and he looked fucking. I think Jay's doing good, man. So
hell yeah.
I'm very hopeful for the future of this shit. And honestly, I think it's a good thing if they slow down and have more time to just be creative. I really am trying to take the positives from that whole shit.
30 years grinding is fucking rough, dog. Like, fucking.
And I mean, the way that they were touring for a big chunk of that, like 25 at least of that 30 years, they were touring heavy.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
So
it got them their legendary status, though. That's for sure.
Facts. Let's see. I hit a lot of my shit here. I think I hit everything. So I want to talk a little bit about this whole thing, I don't know if it has popped up in your area, but it's popping up in my area. News stories are starting to show up where motherfuckers are putting fentanyl in the weed. Now,
In the weed?
yes. Now, this is a myth that's been floating around for a long time, and I still low key
It's
kind
in
of
everything else.
I feel like it's a myth kind of still, but there are legit news stories coming out where police departments are sending out reports of alleged overdoses people are having from just
Right.
smoking marijuana, and then they test the bag, and there's allegedly fentanyl in that shit.
You know what SHRM is?
Yes, didn't know
It's
you had
like
to go
that
like that.
weed in formaldehyde.
Yes, that's some Cage Kennel
Yeah.
shit. I'm a big fan of
It,
the rapper Cage Kennels. He raps about smoking dip
well,
weed, dip
I
cigarettes,
bet
and all this
I
shit.
bet you could have liquid fucking fentanyl sprayed in the weed pretty easily. You know
Is
what I'm
fentanyl
saying?
is fentanyl a liquid form thing? It's like a powder.
They make everything in a liquid form just so to get it across the border, and then
But
they like reconstitute it.
here's the thing that from what I was doing a little research. Shouts out to the homie We'll See on Twitter. He was kind of showing me some of this stuff on Twitter as well. Um, Apparently, you have to freebase the shit to get high from it. So if you were smoking, your
Freebase and
joint,
weed,
no, the fentanyl. So
right, right, right,
so if you were smoking your weed in a traditional way, it's not even hot enough to get
right.
high off of the fentanyl.
So, but if they're lacing dabs, we're fucked.
That's where my thought went to. Well, what if it's in gas? Because it didn't
Just
say in any
hot
of these
relling
articles.
fentanyl dabs.
It didn't say in any of these articles if it was flour or dab or what
Right,
product it was. It just said they tested it.
right.
So,
Well, an extract would be easier than a flower for sure.
and I saw some people posting different shit about like, can it even be hot enough in an extract, or I don't know. Like, I'd rather not even fucking roll the dice on the shit though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no shit. Well, fucking my little brother just went to jail in Nevada, New Mexico, and out there, like everybody's just smoking fentanyl. Like it's like shitty out there. Yeah, it sucks.
that stuff's bad too, man. It's
I
really
know.
strong.
And then like homie released there was their blues, and then homie released this darker blue that was double the strength. You know what I'm saying? So like it's bad out there.
Man,
This is what I hear.
that's
I don't
crazy.
know. I can't do that kind of shit, man. This shit don't wreck my life enough.
So the first time, all right, I'm gonna break this down a little bit more. Why I got a little bit shook about these news stories. So the first one I saw was literally in Brattleboro, Vermont, which is only 25, like a 25-minute drive away from me. And now
Right.
I was a little bit like, what the fuck? Now I saw it blew up a little bit bigger because some Connecticut news stories were coming out. But still, it's that Brattleboro one that's a little bit closer to me that has me more concerned, because that it did say a guy overdosed like just this past Saturday.
Because people don't overdose on weed, and in thousands of years, nobody's overdosed on weed. So once somebody overdoses on weed, it's gonna be a thing. You know what I mean?
The news story basically said he, overdosed. He went to the hospital. They asked him what he took. He said the ganja. The police took the ganja and tested it, and then it tested positive for fentanyl. So,
What the
but once again, it didn't say
fuck?
if it was flour or what it was. It could have been concentrated,
Right.
could have been flour. I don't know what it was.
Ganja isn't an extract. I wouldn't use that terminology for an extract.
Yeah, it's a kind of
Ganja
an
sounds like
overall term that,
sticky weed. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's kind of a term that I use for just anything weed related. But my bad.
Right. That's true too. No, that's
but
true too.
but I mean, it concerns me that this is even a thing, because like I said, I thought this was a myth. And here's the other thing: I saw some other people sort of chiming in and being like, "This is a scare tactic," and I kind of low
Right.
key feel that, because it is the police doing all of this, all of the
Right.
testing, all of so I don't know, is that, but what happened to the people who are supposedly having these episodes, like what's going on with them? So I don't know what the fuck to think.
Fentanyl in the weed.
Yeah, fent
What
in the
the
weed.
fuck?
They're putting fent in the weed. And I always thought this, I mean, I've heard about that for like a year or two now, like these little rumors
Really?
people were,
This
yeah,
is
it
the
would be,
first I'm hearing of that.
I mean, I would always hear rumors about it though, like, oh, they put fentanyl in weed nowadays. I'm like, no, they don't. That's bullshit. Because why would you do that? It doesn't even make sense. Like, you're waste. It feels like you would be wasting your fentanyl, right? Like, why would you?
And your weed at the
Like,
same time.
yeah, it seems like you're fucking up
You're
both.
wasting two birds at once.
Yeah, you're
It's like
fucking
the
up two birds
opposite.
with one stone. Like, you could be making money off of both. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But who the fuck knows? It could be a scare tactic that. But what's the end game of a scare tactic of marijuana in 2021? The only end game I can possibly see would be to legalize this shit like on a more federal level, and because then you can buy our ganja, government approved.
75% tax.
Yeah, so that's the only thing is like maybe them finally putting a fucking strong fucking boot on the neck of the black market. I don't know. The whole thing's got me a little fucking like.
Are you testing your weed now?
I am thinking about getting fucking drug kit. I am thinking about getting fucking drug kit.
But you just like break off a little fucking chunk and throw it in the test kit?
Drug kit. I'm gonna have to like look up a YouTube video on how to use a fuking drug kit for this. Because I assume it's like for powder, right? Like
yeah, it's mainly for powdery substances, but like
so am I gonna have to like
you break off some weed
to, like super fine mist?
I mean, I think that would work.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, the whole thing's just got me all
weird.
fucked up though. I just don't like it. No, so I don't like it.
You paranoid, get high.
I am. Hey, you're right. I'm paranoid by nature, my friend. I'm paranoid by nature.
It's a smart survival technique.
So yeah, I hit those things. So I'm gonna ask my cheesy little question that I want to ask everyone who comes on the stream. How did you get into the Insane Clown Posse or this whole shit in the first place? What's the first time you like heard of ICP or like listened to them or both of those things?
Well, I was adopted and I didn't have no friends, and then like this kid came next door, and like I was like, oh shit, someone like me, and like we became friends, and he really liked wrestling, and he showed it to me, and then I seen them clowns, and then from then on, so like 13 or so, like so fucking from wrestling.
Yeah, you kind of saw him in wrestling. I do remember we had this conversation.
Yeah, and the very first compact disc I ever owned or bought was Carnival of Carnage, and that was because I thought it was like their music where they came out to the ring. Because I thought Ghetto Freak Show on Carnival of Carnage. I was like, oh, that's it.
That's
for some, I don't know, little kid brain. So like, so I thought that, and like my grandma bought me that shit. I wasn't even old enough to buy that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Carnival Carnage was the first shit.
That is an incredible first CD to have.
I know, and it started from then, and like I fucking was picking them up as soon as they dropped from then on.
That's awesome, man. That's an awesome one. So it was the wrestling though. That was the first exposure.
Yeah. It was the wrestling for sure.
Because I definitely had a weird mixture of like seeing them in other media before I really heard the music too. Like I saw them on MTV and then on Stern, and I think even on WWE, even all before I heard their music, I believe. Like I had seen little pieces.
I saw them on WCW.
Yeah,
that's where I saw them.
I saw them on WWF and WC. Like I was watching both of these shits. I think I was a fan of them by the time they were in WCW though. Like I was pretty like
the second time.
Yeah, like I was pretty
after they went and came back.
Yeah, it was the WWF run because the WWF run was first, right? Yeah,
dog. They had a fucking stable with Vampiro and Raven and called it the Dark Carnival.
Yeah.
Do Juggalos know that? That shit's fresh as fuck.
I mean, I was just saying to Kosuke on Monday night, they need to go and be in some of these new feds that like the fucking AEW. They need to be involved in some of this shit because the ICP have low-key been in every goddamn major federation in the history of modern pro wrestling.
Maybe since Jay's sober now, he'll throw like more shit into JC Dub.
I would love
that. You know what I'm saying? Like
we got my pitch though. I was saying this to Kosuke. I'm gonna throw it out here into the universe as well. I might as well. My pitch is though we got Vampiro as JC Dub champ. Why not have Vampiro go up into fucking AEW with the fucking JCW title and shit?
Speaking of Vampiro, my oldest fucking gathering related item. a fucking card from Vampiro's band, Dracula from '06 Gathering.
Did the band play?
Yeah, dude, at like 5 o'clock in the fucking morning.
What was
I
that
barely
like?
made it. Dude, it was wild. It was like fucking Juggalo fucking Nine Inch Nails. It
Really?
was fucking Fred. Yeah, it was
Did they
Fred.
ever
And
put on music?
his two bandmates only spoke Spanish.
What
So
the
like
fuck?
they
I'd
were
love to
like
hear that.
imports. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta,
Like
I
it
gotta,
was
I gotta try to find that. Did they put out like an album or an EP or something?
it's Dracula. It's like the fucking Spanish word for Dracula or something
Yeah.
like that.
Shouts out
Yeah,
to
it was really
Vampiro.
fresh. And back in the '06 gathering, when we had a foam party, like the foam was in a little circus tent, and like it went all the way to the top, and you had to like make room in front of your face to even breathe. That foam was thick. It was fucking weird. I only remember that because that's where I was at. Then I went to the Vampiro thing.
What's the craziest thing you've seen at the gathering? Like the craziest, I guess, human behavior you've seen you've seen at the
Well,
gathering?
seeing fucking 100 people rip apart a car was pretty fucking crazy.
Oh, you saw that too. You saw that whole
Yeah.
fucking thing, the Juggalo
Oh,
Justice
for sure.
incident
For
deal.
sure. You see somebody walking by with a muffler and another dude walk by with a fucking car door, and and you're like, "Yo, dog, what's up with that?" And they're like, "Don't steal shit." Whoop whoop. I was like, "Well, that's
Yeah.
good advice."
How long was that car being ripped apart for?
Like half a day. At the end of it, they fucking carried it up to the main stage.
Like what was
Yeah,
left
all the
of
way
it?
up to the main stage and set it down for everybody to see. It was fucking the dopest
Wow,
shit.
that is crazy. There is a video on YouTube of
It don't
before
do
the
it
gathering.
justice. Pun
That's
intended.
what I was curious though, because I've seen the video and I'm like, they had to have been just tearing this apart all day, like that. And so that's why I wanted to ask, how long were they tearing that
Like
apart?
half a day, man. Like it started
God
in the
damn.
morning, and like yeah, you like watch it for a while, walk off, go smoke a blunt, get something to eat, like hang out for an hour, come back, and they still going at it.
That's wild. That is so wild.
Yeah.
Um, any other wild shit you've personally witnessed, historic moments, if you will, that you have an interesting perspective on? I know you're a big wrestling fan. You straight up said to me that you like to go to the gathering, but for the wrestling and for the people. You're not even that
Yeah,
much into the music and stuff.
not in
So
that order though,
the people in the
because the
wrestling, my
wrestling
bad.
sucks
The people,
nowadays,
the
dog.
people in the wrestling. So what are some of
Ever
the
since they put it on the stage,
yeah, you're not a
it's
fan of
not
the
as
on the
good.
stage stuff.
No, it's less intimate.
So what's some of the crazier wrestling moments you've seen that you're a fan of?
They brought a bunch of Japanese wrestlers in that didn't speak English and shit. And somebody threw a fish in that died in the pond because it was so goddamn hot. Or somebody jumped in with acid allegedly to the pond. It was either the heat or somebody jumped in with a sheet. Either way, then fish was dead. So somebody brought a bunch of them to the wrestling ring, and they threw it in the ring, and one of the Japanese wrestlers just grabbed it and fucking bit it, and like guts hanging, just like huge pop. He was like, "Shit, that's sushi where I come from. That ain't shit."
That's
And then
wild.
later on, we see him, and he's just chilling by himself. Like we're all smoking blunts with Blaze and Sabu, and we're like, "Get your ass over here!" Kind of like, quit it.
At that point,
Be
how
a part of
long did you
this.
say that fish was dead? Because
Oh
the stuff is
shit,
at
half a
night, right?
day.
Yeah.
I only work in half a days apparently. Half a day again.
That'd be a half a day.
that's,
I gotta ask
that's
about
it's
time. I
about a
gotta
half
ask about
day.
how long things are, and you gotta say a half a day.
Less of like anywhere in that general area. It was like several hours. I walked by them like washed up on the little pond like a few times.
The
So
point
like,
being is that fish was not refrigerated for that half a day.
oh
So
no.
yeah, I
Hell
wondered
no.
about
Ain't
that.
nothing refrigerated. You
Yeah.
couldn't find an ice cube out there that year. The
Oh,
news
shit.
showed up. The fucking news showed up and was like, "How are all y'all kids at this festival?" And like my homie's like, "It's like 115 degrees," and that's all he could get out. And then I like Fago showered his ass, and they were like, "My equipment, get out of here, my equipment." It was funny. Like I Fago showered the news crew.
Did that show up on the
I
news?
found it. I found it in like some archives later on, but
Oh, Oh fuck, man.
It was very hard to find.
That's I'm
It was back when
I actually probably shouldn't say. I have an idea for the next gathering, and I probably shouldn't say it on a stream. I low key want to do something interesting with some of the Juggalo tourists, though, that you see.
Oh shit!
I have an interesting gimmick I want to do next year with them.
Oh shit! Let's do it.
But I don't want to say
because you're gonna camp on the grounds and shit.
Well,
and I'm gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there. I'm all over that bitch. I don't leave until the sun starts coming up, practically. So I'm gonna be there no matter what.
Fuck that. What if I get you like a camper or something?
Hey, we're kind of
you could glamp
anyway. Maybe
you can glamp out there.
I mean, it's definitely a possibility. We might do.
It's glampable.
We'll see. We still got a little bit until the gathering even happens. So who knows what the fuck's gonna go down?
Fair enough.
Consider
it. That's all I ask.
We should maybe just do a fucking big old camp and have a bunch of homies. Like that would.
That's what the fuck I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we can talk about this. It's something we can talk about.
I'm just saying, like out of all the years I've been, the best years are the ones where you got the biggest camp, the biggest amount of homies. You know, just like the biggest people who give a fuck about the right reason.
Yeah, facts, bro. And I think we give a fuck about shit for the right reason with this Juggalo shit.
So for sure.
Good little camp, positive campsite and shit. Because you're definitely positive minded with this shit, like me, for sure.
100%.
We connected pretty heavily that last day. I would feel like you and your wifey there. Shouts out to wifey. Is she in the house too, by the way?
Nah, she ain't. She's probably watching this on our way home right now, though.
Word up. Well, both of y'all were so fucking cool at the gathering. I had such a good time talking to y'all.
Dude, when fucking Danny Brown happened, we legit walked around that whole bitch so many times looking for your green ass.
Oh man, I was just.
We were like, "Fuck, is he okay?"
Yo, it was me and fucking homegirl. We were just fucking. I was just so fucking assed out, man. I was just like,
I know,
just depressed. Like me and Cherry Pie were just walking around like. She was like fucking, I think, feeling my vibes so heavily.
Dude, I felt it. It was like a disturbance in the fucking. It was a disturbance in the Juggalo force for sure. Yeah, I was like, what?
It was not good. And obviously, so many people were just mad, and people were down in the fucking first place. People, low energy was just in that bitch.
Yeah, everybody was spent.
It was just not a good fucking cap to the cherry to the fucking Violent J news and.
Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Sunburnt by that point, I was feeling my head bumping. It was definitely a little bit, but a good day in a weird way too, because I had like a lot of positive talks with people that day. That day was probably one of the days I really connected like a lot with people. I feel like a lot of things happened that day. I
had a great fucking day that day too. I think that was like, a part of it.
Yeah, man. The whole experience was just fucking good. But that day was really like. It was ups and downs, man. Ups and downs of the Wicked Clowns.
Yeah, it's definitely a roller coaster. It's like going to war to have a good time.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
My homie Paul went to war to kill people.
It's like that, but the opposite.
But so this is a Thanksgiving stream, so I'm gonna do the corny thing that we said we were gonna do and. Ask you, what are you thankful for, my good friend? Whoop Conda, a good king.
We all the same, ain't the king of nothing.
I fucks with it, humble among.
I am thankful for you doing this stream.
Thank you.
I'm thankful for my fam, both Bob. Well, fuck that. I ain't got no blood fam. I'm thankful for my chosen family. That accept me for my mental illness and everything.
I accept you, brother. I think you're a really cool fucker, man. You're really awesome.
It takes one to know one.
Hey.
I'm thankful for my wife, 100%.
Yeah, there you go. Fuck yeah.
That's all I had to say, but I had to just like make up some other shit in betwixt. Oh shit, I summoned her. Beetlejuice that shit. Yeah, for real.
Fuck yeah, what good timing, dude. You did.
She came in a mask.
She's in with the mask. What the fuck? What's up?
Like she had that shit on her and shit.
It's like the time in the fucking Discord when you woke her up and she came out in the mask to yell at me.
Yeah, it's like that, but way better.
That was one of the most legendary moments ever, and I wish that was recorded or something somewhere, because that killed me. That killed me when that happened. Oh man, good times.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
what
yeah,
are you thankful for?
What's that?
What are you thankful for?
Oh
It's
shit,
yours.
Man, I'm thankful for my my sobriety, my happiness. Because I've said it many times, I'm probably the happiest I've ever been, like, now. So yeah, I'm very thankful for my sobriety and my happiness, because without the one, I wouldn't have the other.
Exactly, they're linked.
They're definitely linked. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my job, because it provides me a pretty fucking comfortable fucking situation, where I don't have to stress about things too much, and my job's relatively easy. So I'm definitely thankful for my fucking day job, as much as I bitch about it at times. I'm thankful for fucking ICP and juggalos for sure, because they make me feel okay to be a fucking weirdo, and they have for a really fucking long time now.
Same.
And it's funny that these 40 and 50 something year old men in clown paint really just make me feel good about myself, and just happy, man. And yeah, ganja, I'm definitely thankful for ganja as well.
Damn, those are some good ones.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Positive shit.
What's up?
I like the positive shit. What are you thankful for, my queen? Oh, and Ouija cat in the fucking building.
Hey, Ouija.
What are you thankful for?
Tuna fish, strings.
The cat answer. Oh yeah. All right, man. Well, I'm out of notes. So is there anyone else who would like to come on the stream and talk, or do you have anything you would like to ask me on the stream or anything? Flip the fucking tables on me or some shit.
I've already asked you all the good ones, but I don't know if I've asked you them on the stream. So if you were a condiment, which one would you be?
I get to pick any condiment.
Any condiment.
I'd be mustard.
Is blood of the innocent a condiment?
Ooh, I'd be mustard. I think, because it's I definitely would be mustard. I think I maybe said that at the gathering.
Yeah, team mustard. You stole my answer, and then they sucked the fucking whole conversation out. I was like, that's what I was gonna say.
I did not. How dare you?
I remember. Because I was like, me too. Fuck. It's hard to talk about. I was covered in mustard and couldn't eat it for a year. I think that's where the conversation went after that too.
What led you to being covered in mustard? I don't remember that.
Well, at the gathering, the love train, we used to have like battles, like fuck that other train. And we would throw things at each other, like, tomatoes and shit that don't really hurt, but sometimes people would throw some wild shit. But I got covered in mustard once, and I had to I was in lucha mask and everything, and I had to go to camp and wash it out in the cooler and fucking, dude, I couldn't eat that shit for a year.
I mean, it's gotta just regular ass basic bitch yellow mustard, I assume.
Yeah, it was watered down with what I hope was water. So it was a lot of it.
I mean, that stuff definitely, that smell gets on you.
Yeah, it was. I think it was the smell more than anything.
Oh, man.
Yeah, get covered in that shit. Tell me if you're mustard or not.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, it get covered in probably any fucking condiment. You're probably not good with that boy for a little bit.
Yeah, it's like where you get a job at a place and you don't eat there no more.
Yeah, facts. Find out dirty details. Oh man, yeah. I don't miss. I've worked a couple of food industry jobs. They're not fucking fun. They're not fun.
Not a fan.
Shouts out to all the dishwashers out there. That's a shitty ass job that I used to work.
It's a good way to get hours though.
Yeah.
And nobody fucks with you except for servers, and you're like, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Throwing the forks in the thing and splashing me, you fucking assholes.
How do you know my exact pet peeve?
It's everybody's pet peeve. Nobody likes that.
The fucking servers just be throwing shit so rude at you. It's It's almost like we think
it's
they're
like,
better than
come
us
on.
back here.
Why don't you stack the shit and fucking slide it to me, you fucking cunt?
I'm a human
Yeah.
being too, goddammit, just because I'm human.
I know I'll be replaced by a robot in years. So what? I practically already am.
Facts.
I'm
Thoughts on
practically just a
automation?
robot manager.
You have any more thoughts on automation? Because that's that's low key something that I do feel is going to be happening.
Right. Well,
In the
I
next
think it'd be
decade or
cool
so.
if we all focused on like each other and like art and shit robots can't do.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
real good job security right there.
Because even if they try to teach a robot to create, it always comes out all fucking weird and jarbled and hilarious
Yeah.
and not
I don't know.
missing.
Is techno robot music like?
I think they have programmed robots to make songs before, and
I heard it
most
always sucked.
change.
I don't know. You got to go through some shit to make some good music,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I'm
agree.
saying?
I feel like some of the best artists, really, not even just music, maybe even like
Ro- Robots don't
comedy.
have emotions.
Yeah, you don't want to be a robot creating something. You know,
What about AI though? Can it have emotions?
that's what I'm saying. Can you get to the point where a human can program something that can learn creativity? Is creativity something you can learn? I don't know.
Is this some Blade Runner shit?
I know.
So
Maybe
let
it
me
is.
ask you some questions and set up the thing.
Oh, this is when you flip the tables on me and you find out I'm. What is it? There's a question about a duck or something. What is it? There's
I
a
don't
question
remember the
that fucking
fucking question.
Oh man, I've only seen Blade Runner once, and that's that question that fucking fucks him up. I can't remember.
That's a good ass movie. Have you tried watching the anime or whatever?
The Blade Runner, the newer one.
Yeah, the Black Lotus one or whatever.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen the sequel that they did either. A few years back.
It's alright. It's alright. That new
Batista's in that
Dune's
shit, isn't he?
fresh though. That new Dune's fresh.
Yeah, I should give that shit a shot, man. That's definitely way up my alley. That kind of weird fucking
It's a
dystopian
really good
sci-fi
movie.
shit.
It's really good shit.
I think that shit's on HBO Max too. I can totally watch it. I can totally do it. I've been
Well,
watching.
you should.
I've been watching Impractical Jokers for like the a millionth time. Like fucking just like a fucking
Really?
zombie. Yeah, man, I fucking love Impractical Jokers. I
I
can't get
never
enough.
could get into it. I don't know.
I'm a fan of that podcast, Tell 'em Steve Dave, and that dude Q Brian Quinn is on Tell 'em Steve Dave. So that's kind of how I got into the Joker shit. And I've lately been listening to some of the podcasts that Sal Volcano does, Taste Buds, and what's the fucking other one? Fuck, he does another one with Chris DiStefano. I can't remember the name of the one he does with Chris.
These are all fucking names I don't even understand. I don't know these people at
You
all.
know who Sal though from Impractical Jokers is? You've seen
Not
it?
really. Like I said, I couldn't fuck with it.
Oh, you
So I
didn't
never
fuck with
really
it. So yeah, how would you
at
know?
all. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good show. I mean, it's like kind of watered down at times and shit, but there is some edgier shit that creeps in occasionally, and some legit like
Some gems.
yeah, there's some good gems in there. I
Oh
like
yeah.
that prank fucking show shit. I've always liked shit where you like fuck with people, like
See the reactions and shit.
yeah, I don't know. I just like I'm a big Andy Kaufman mark, so I like the whole fucking with people aspect of things.
Yeah, I like Andy
Working
Kaufman.
people.
Oh shit! You know what I just realized?
What?
You're Candy Hoffman and I'm a king.
Yo.
We got to do a gimmick. I'm just kidding. I'm not a king.
You're gonna have to
I'm
make
not a
me wear a
king at
neck
all.
brace or some shit. For
Are you gonna wrestle women?
Hey, shouts out to the intergender champion of the world. Do you know the story behind that? Do you know the
What?
story behind that? By the way, I've read the book about Andy Kaufman that his friend wrote, and there's a really funny story about why he wrestled women.
Go on.
So
I don't know.
he basically he started doing it on tour and shit because it was a way for him to sort of like get girls to get physical with him on stage, and low key he's a big Andy. So Andy Kaufman was a big Elvis mark, right? And Andy
Right.
had read that Elvis back in the day liked to wrestle women before he slept with them. And so once Andy found out that that was what Elvis did, he wanted to
uh,
do it because he's such a big fucking Elvis mark. So
fuck.
he started doing this thing where he wanted to wrestle women at his shows, and it grew into the gimmick, the intergender champion. He came up with the belt and everything because he's a wrestling mark too, but it's really a way to feed this kink that he ended up developing. So if all of these
Oh
times he's
shit.
wrestling women, and it's in the book, he's getting boners and shit while he's
I
wrestling.
mean, that would be difficult not to. You know what I'm saying? You like wrestling
But
a woman.
imagine being a woman, if you will, and this guy has worked you to the point where you're fucking angry and you want to beat this dude's ass who's making fun of you and saying all this sexist shit, and then you are in the ring with him and he's got a fucking stiffy. That must be it must it's so demeaning. Oh, I just I think I just had to bring that story up because it always cracks me up whenever the intergender wrestling champion gets brought up. The little secret hidden kink behind the reason.
Turns out he liked it.
He liked it a lot, and he liked it for some other reasons than gets talked about a lot. But yeah,
I mean,
shout out
that's
to
just
Andy Kaufman, man.
it's just
Biggest
human
artistic
nature.
influence.
It's just human nature. It's all primal.
We all. I'm not trying to kink shame. I don't think there's anything wrong with wrestling women. At all. I believe in intergender wrestling. I think it should be done.
They did it on I think Impact. That fucking one bitch that got in all kinds of trouble. She wrestled Sammy Callahan and won a
WWE
championship.
WWE has kind of fucked with it a little bit. They've kind of teased
Not
it
like
a little
this.
bit.
This was like legit the belt,
Oh,
the strap. They put it on
oh.
a woman
Hey, well,
and
shouts out
beat
to
like one
China.
of the right. Fair enough. Yeah, that was like the first time you saw it.
Yeah. Shouts out to China, man. R.I.P. China needs to
Yeah,
be in the Hall of Fame.
dude, she was the shit on that 64 wrestling game where she did that like running ball punch.
Oh, word, yes, yeah,
Dude, I hit everybody with that. It was like the best move in the game. It was like Johnny Cage shit.
yeah. She's awesome, man. I was a big fan of DX and shit, and I always thought she was such a badass.
For sure.
Favorite wrestler. Who's your favorite wrestler? If you got a name or just one.
Fuck. Well, it was Ric Flair, but it still is. It's Ric Flair for sure.
Actually,
Even though
what's your wrestling what is it? Wrestling Mount Rushmore, if you will. If you had to pick a four.
the Mount Rushmore. Fuck.
Because that's an easier one to go by because you can pick some greats from different eras and shit.
Right. Fuck. Flair, Raven,
Ooh, wow, I like that.
Vampiro.
Fuck yeah, I like it.
Jesus. I'm gonna go Eddie Guerrero
Nice, dude.
because fucking I
Eddie.
loved Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah,
I
those
liked
are
him
some
when he
good
was.
picks.
I even like him when he was like Black Mask in Japan and shit. Like,
Oh, I've never seen that Japan stuff. I've never seen
yeah,
that stuff.
Japan's the shit, man. It's like they're a lot stiffer and a lot
Oh
like I
yeah.
don't know. They
I
take it
haven't
more
seen Eddie's
seriously.
Japan stuff. I mean, I've seen some other Japan stuff. Definitely seen New
You
Japan
ever watch
shows.
Ring of Honor where they have that pure shit?
No.
Oh, okay, well, it's like that just naturally.
Mm.
But it's like you got only so many rope breaks, and it's all fucking holds and locks and chain wrestling and shit. It's crazy. Like that would be hard to fucking do. So it's more entertaining.
Yeah, it's more it appears more legit, if you will. They definitely go
Right? Yeah.
style and all that good jazz.
Yeah, I like it. Practically is, except
Yeah.
for like who's gonna do what. It's like you know what I mean. Like they're still doing those things.
Yeah. All right. I think we've hit a lot of fucking shit here. We're at a good healthy hour and 20 minutes here.
Oh yeah.
Getting a little bit late, so I think we're gonna end the stream. But Wakanda, I'm so fucking happy to get you up on the stream so we can talk some shit and get some of the
Yeah,
questions
always.
off that I low-key wanted to ask you at the gathering, but you didn't want to be on camera, so we never ended up getting that shit done.
I was going through a lot.
But I do have, very sneakily, I do have a very quick clip of you maskless. I was going through my
Oh shit!
and I got you eating without your mask on.
This is the only
So
time I take it off.
I'm thinking of maybe doing a gimmick where I just show that real quick but blur your face. So you might make it in there on some real quick shit, but I'm gonna blur your face because I don't want to reveal the true identity of the great Wukanda.
It's all good. I take it off when I'm eating because it's hard as fuck to eat one of these.
Yeah, dude, I can.
So you catch me if I'm
I appreciate your
in.
dedication, by the way. I think I've given you props multiple times, but this needs to be said. This motherfucker rocks this mask. Pretty much the whole gathering. The only time I saw him take it off was when he was eating, and then he quickly put it back on. It was back on.
I was like, oh shit, everybody looking. What the fuck?
He just filmed me real quick. Holy shit. But you deserve major props for the dedication. You and your wife, you both were fucking rocking that shit around the whole gathering the entire time, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
You know what? If he took it off, how would I know?
Exactly.
Yeah. See, this is the sneakiness factor of wearing a mask.
Yeah. I can just be a regular dude if I do some fuck shit.
Suddenly lose that shit.
That's why I take it off when I eat. So just catch me when I'm eating, and you'll know I ain't that dude who did the fuck shit.
Well, I have the video footage, so I do know what you look like. So you can't get away with it for too long. All right, my brain is shutting down because it's definitely getting too late. But man, thank you so much for joining me, Wukanda. This was fucking fun. It was nice to see you and talk to you again, man.
No doubt. Hell yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for existing. Thanks for doing this. See you when I'm looking at you.
I'm gonna keep doing it because it's fun, and I really like talking my juggalo shit. So, all right, man. Have a good night, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving, or I guess we're happy fucking Black Friday or whatever.
Happy Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Love you.
Whoop, whoop.